Okay, it seems really obvious, but spending money on the wrong dev team obviously sets you back than even doing the project at all. I'm a startup CTO, and I've seen this over and over again now. And the more I'm talking to founders, the more I'm seeing the problem that they're outsourcing to the wrong development team and completely screwing their projects. And this is how I started. I thought I was very prepared with my first startup, which was in 2013. I was a CEO and a technical CEO, but or semi technical CEO. And over the course of my first project, making all the mistakes I thought I never would, I evolved into a CTO. Outsourcing your project without clear milestones is the best way to undermine your own project. Without the specific milestones that you need, you have the illusion of progress if there's some kind of development, but without an actual milestone checklist, then you're really just wandering. Another horrible thing is long timelines. That shows that you don't have clarity on your scope. And even still, as you're developing things that you're potentially, as the founder, you've got a little bit of decision paralysis analysis. So you're going to definitely have scope creep, and you're going to lose sight of maybe the inkling of what you wanted to start. The only way to really do this is to have everything outlined in advance, and then to have weekly, or at the very least bi-weekly, every 2 weeks, have milestones. You have like a 1 or 2 week sprint with very specific things that you're checking off, usually blocked out in like 4 major milestones with the little checklist sprints every week or 2 week max. But you need to be able to see that output every week or two. Another thing too with milestones, is always hard with everybody involved, especially when you're working with somebody you don't know, but you have to not pay hourly in the beginning. You need to have payments based on milestones. That's tricky for everybody involved, but you really have to pay for progress, not pay for hours. If you outsource to the wrong team and you've outsourced to the wrong team without clarity and control, then you're really burning up capital, and it's going to set you back as if you didn't even start your project at all. And worse, you're going to have no control over the project, and you're going to get fatigued on your own project. And then the other problem too, again, I experience this, so I'm speaking from experience and from talking to other people and seeing it firsthand where people have had problems with other projects, is that it completely starts to spiral and the project dies from within. And then when you're working with a technical team that's not a good fit and you don't have clarity and control over them, you really start to lose power and leverage as the project drags out. I know this is true for a lot of startup founders, CEOs. This is how I became a CTO. But if you're in this situation, you start to realize that maybe you need to learn to code in order to regain some control and understanding of where your project's at. But really, all of that could have been avoided if you were clear from the beginning and you had everything outlined in advance of the project starting. So if you're like most people and you're outsourcing the development of your project, whether it's a website or web app, that's mostly what I've been working on, or just a mobile app, then comment startup or app, or DM me. That's been really great lately. A lot of people have been DMing me, and then we take everything to text message. So I had a lot of really awesome conversations this week with really kindred spirit, similar background founders from all walks of life all over the country. So it's been really cool. But yeah, if you're kind of in this situation, you're not alone. A lot of people are experiencing this. I worked on just personally my own 12 startups. So I've got several of those still going, but I've experienced all of this stuff firsthand. And there's a lot of people dealing with these kind of things all of the time. So wherever you're at, yeah, hit me up, and then I'll see if I can help you.